See the flag blowing? Well, and just as I say that, she starts to turn. We just don't have quite enough wind today to generate any power or much power. Now I'm using these connectors that have 4 male, 4 female ends on them, or positive and negatives, with one outlet. So what I've done is I've already got the first one all hooked to the panels here, and after I'm done I'll clean up these wires. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and hook up all the negatives. Now this connector with these 4 arms was $16 and some change on Amazon, and they fit real snug. Now what I'm going to be doing is using, get this situated, I'll be using these other Y connectors, the original ones that I had picked up. I'm going to be putting my other wires connected to those, but this will allow me to connect in to my wires running out to my shop. So let me go ahead and get these connected. So these are all my positives. I'll plug that into my positive lead. That takes care of all the positives. This is my negative lead. All my negatives. Negative. And we'll plug that into the negative lead. Negative lead here. Plug that in. Positive lead here. Plug that in. Now, I want to take and get my grounds all hooked up, and I took the other ground wire off I had going to just the two, the top 2 solar panels. I want to have my ground run one continuous cycle. Once I get it all ran, I'll bring y'all back. Alright everybody, well, we got all 5 panels up. Christmas panels waiting to come. Now, show you what we did back here. We've got everything coming down in to what I call this octopus cable here, the 4-in-1s. And of course I got everything zip tied off so everything's out of the way. And you notice I left a little piece of ground wire here. That's so I can run it to that next panel at the end of the month. It'll be a quick install. Okay, so I come down, got all the panels coming in, connecting to these octopus or 4-end connectors, 4-into-1s. I go down same way from this side, comes down, goes in to the 4-in-1. Comes down where it branches off to 1. This is heavier gauge wire coming out of these. Okay, and I come down into 2 more Ys, and then I come into my wires that are going into the ground and go to my shop. When I get the other panel, I'll also get 2 more of these Y connectors like this, so I can hook the other panel into that. Not sure exactly how that's going to work. Yeah, I'll have 2 more of these. The other panel will hook in where these 2 hook in the positive and negative, and then they will plug in to my cables that go into the ground. Now you notice I forgot to cut that zip tie off. I have to do that. Notice I left kind of a loop in there. That's because this whole assembly here pivots out and holds. I am going to have to make a couple of braces when it's all the way out in the summer angle for May and June. I'll have to make a couple of braces to set under here to help support the very end, because there is quite a bit of torque on it. And the last thing I want to do is have it snap. It'll take a lot to snap a 4x4, but there's almost 100 pounds worth of solar panels. When there's 6 panels on there, it would be about right around 100 pounds. And that's a lot of weight hanging out here on the end. So I'll take and make a couple of supports to go on each side, and that'll keep everything nice and sturdy, and I won't have to worry about it crashing down and falling. So anyway, let me take y'all for a walk. Yep, wind is dead. Okay, and still got 14 volts coming through the panels, and I mean the sun is pretty much done. We're down 13.9. 12.9 in my battery, 0.3 of an amp, or I guess that could be 3 milliamps. I'm not sure. Not real up to speed on amps and milliamps and all that stuff. Got no load. Okay, this is saying my state of charge is at 60%. I've been told these really aren't very accurate, so I'm not going to put a whole lot of faith in the state of charge on that. I'll get the Bogart battery monitor up, and that'll give me everything that I need to know. So I'll probably be working on that. But anyway, guys, that's what I've got. Got those 5 100-watt panels up, room for one more, and a wind turbine that's not turning right now. But that's okay, because when it turns, it does all right. Okay, so that's going to pretty much do it for this install of the solar and wind and everything. I'm fixing to add a fuse in both of these lines, 40 amp fuse coming in on the positive and negative is what I was told I needed to do. So I'll get one on the positive and negative for there. And somewhere in here I got to put a shut off so I can kill the PV coming in. So got to get me a shut off and do that. Will you survive whatever comes your way? I sure hope so. This is the Massachusetts Prepper saying, take care all.